Okay, I just have a vivid memory of being really hungover on the couch.
I want that one. Yes, no, I did.
Hi, I'm Christine,
And I'm Ciara,
and this is a CNC podcast.
where every episode we dive into the most salacious moments in pop culture history.
So let's get into the episode. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Welcome back.
Welcome back to your channel. So
Welcome
this
back.
is our 6th episode.
Yes, it is.
This week, and this week it is Ciara presenting to myself.
It is. I would also like to preface that this is our first week back after going worldwide viral on TikTok. You might have noticed that we did. Oh, I don't want to say broke the internet.
There was a crack.
I think there was a crack, a very minimal crack, at the very least. So I just wanted to let you all know that we will remain humble.
I think that
We
we
will
won't
remember you
change
all.
for fame. We're currently sitting at, because I checked it this morning.
A gorgeous lady too.
Yeah, we're like, I think it's 360,000 views.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's like 61,000 likes or whatever. Not that I was
200
checking
comments,
it. It's like, yeah,
if I
something like
was
that.
to
Like
quote-
a couple thousand she is, whatever.
A lot of people, the comments had me gagged. I think we might
They were
include some of
funny.
them because it was actually like, this is like, is it queer
Queer
art?
art, yes.
Yes. I don't think
Stunning.
there's anything else. And having to explain, because I said it and was like, oh my God, yeah, one of my TikToks is going viral. I'd be like,
Trying
what
to
was
explain
it?
Sorry, it won't pick
Yeah.
that up.
I
Sorry,
gotta get
Ash.
our whistle tone. You're like, so there was these two YouTubers to have to explain who
I
they are
know.
before showing, because I can't just show it out
I
of
know.
context.
I
It'd be
know.
like, so there's these two YouTubers, right?
Two YouTubers in 2019, they had this
That made a
documentary
makeup palette?
series.
And we
Yeah.
owned the tracksuits. Yeah.
Yeah, we already did.
And
People
so-
laugh about that. We did already.
We owned the tracksuit. And so we dressed up for our episode of our podcast. Did I mention I was in a podcast? Yes. So explaining it to people, I'm like, this is so fucking dumb.
So stupid. It's great though.
But it's amazing. But as we said, fame won't change us. I will say that we've always acted this way. And
Unfortunately,
yeah,
better
I
or
just
for
think that
worse.
we've set a baseline, I think.
we have.
The only way is up.
We'll just have to keep reaching those heights. And we will.
And we will. So,
Okay, so this episode, we are deep diving on Miss Lindsay Lohan. You can see her here. You can see her here. I'm sure she'll be here as well. Lindsay Lohan, this is how you party in Mykonos, bitch. Do you know that, like, her in Mykonos?
I'm going to tell you for free right now. This is really going to be one of those ones where I'm like, I didn't know. I know some Lindsay Lohan bits,
Yeah.
but I know that I don't know a lot.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That's fair.
The mugshots, though,
She's
iconic.
so beautiful. She's so beautiful. That bottom left one especially. I'm like, oh my God, you're
Everyone was
fucking
like her
stunning.
contour. I also,
gorgeous.
God, she's so much better brunette or like ginger. The blonde, no.
Yeah. I feel like I don't mind the blonde. It depends. I think ginger hair, you can kind of get away with most things. Gingers can go blonde and gingers can go darker.
For sure.
And I kind of like, they'll be fine. But yeah, so we're doing a deep dive into Miss Lohan.
Exciting.
So it is, who's Lindsay? We're introducing into Lindsay. Then it's our little Hollywood princess, when she really kind of started to hit it big. Everyone was obsessed with her. Then the more party girl / felon era, if you will. Because that girl got arrested.
I mean, I know she had little sticky fingers, didn't she?
She did. Which I actually didn't remember until going through this, but she did. But, yeah, she was very much a felon. No, she was. God bless her. She was in a jail for like 10 years. Then she had a whole blacklisting issue. Then I feel like she had a weird era after all of her arrests. That's the next one that comes in as well. It's the Hello Dubai. Hello Dubai.
Hello, Dubai.
It's that era where she was like,
Where she had her funny accent.
yeah, there was just a lot going on. And it's like, oh, I think she was pulling a touch of a Britney. Or maybe an Amanda Bynes that you're like, oh, what's
Amanda.
wrong?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh God. And then her resurrection now as our Netflix queen.
Yeah.
And we turn into
Rolling
that.
them out.
She's
It'll
so
be
she's
big.
had
So it might be her season again.
it's
the Christmas.
Christmas. She signed up for like a 2-film deal, but she just had her Free Cure Friday as well. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. So, to begin, who is Miss Lohan? Look at her, just a cutie little patootie. So, she was born in 1986, raised by her parents Michael and Dina in Long Island. At 3, she became a model with Ford Models. She was like a kid,
Yeah.
one of those like kid models. And she featured in 60 commercials. People were obsessed with her because she was quite unique looking. For example, she was in like Calvin Klein ads. She was in an ad with Bill Cosby at one point with this Jello thing with another bunch of kids, which was weird. But she also modeled for Abercrombie and Fitch here, iconically, with Miss Baby Lana Del Rey.
I remember this photo.
Babies.
Little angel.
Which is such a weird crossover to me because I'm like, also,
I wouldn't.
like,
Those two, yeah. Rogue.
it's crazy. It's cray-cray. There were a bunch of kids on the bag now, in all fairness.
I was about to say, were they? There wasn't another celebrity who was also friend? Like also, no, is that a different?
I think you're thinking of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse with Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake,
that's
Ryan
exactly what I'm thinking.
Gosling.
Yeah,
And I think
one.
maybe potentially like Jessica Simpson as well.
Yeah,
was
it
on
was
that.
like
They were
wild that
all
they were all in
on
it.
it. Yeah. I think it's that. But so then she was also in a couple of soap operas in the late 90s when she was like very small little baby, but she was kind of a veteran of the little soap operas at the time. Like she was a known name enough within the like soap opera world. But then she hit her big fat break when she starred in the remake of The Parent Trap, which we all know and love. Iconic. Now, come on now. We all know where we were when it dropped. We weren't alive.
No. So.
But we might have been 98, 99, something around there. But it was so brilliant. She beat out 1,500 little girls and she was chosen.
And that, I mean, to this day, I only rewatched that film quite recently. It
holds up. She was I remember learning that it wasn't twins.
Oh my
like,
God, when I really discovered that we're in twins. And I was like, this is some
crazy.
bullshit. And watching it back, you could, like, I can see it now. Before,
Yeah.
like, I couldn't, but I was watching back and I was like, oh my God.
She's not two children.
I remember getting explained that that's not how, she didn't have a twin sister.
She didn't have a twin sister.
Yeah.
She was, and she really was the star of that. Like, she was the big thing that came out. People were like, this child is fucking amazing.
I think
and she
it's
was.
really interesting that they went for one child and then edit it that it's two instead of just picking a pair of twins. Because obviously you have like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody and stuff like that. Now I know they're not identical, but like there definitely is
Especially
identical
babies.
twins.
They're
like
I think the Sparrows are identical twins. Just as I think as twins grow up, they start to change a lot more. But like when they're
wouldn't have
babies,
said that. Are they?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they are identical, but I think as twins get older, it gets easier to tell them apart. Because like when
Yes.
the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, when Zach and Cody themselves were babies, I feel like it was a lot harder to tell them apart.
Yeah, I suppose in the earlier seasons, like when they
Yeah.
first did it. But yeah, that's why I'm just shocked they
But
didn't
yeah.
pick twins.
But exactly.
They did one child and like edited it that way.
But she was so good as well. She had to play like two completely different parts, a different accent, which she did like
flawlessly.
very well.
Yeah.
She did it very well. But yeah.
So what age would she have been in that?
I think she was around 12, maybe 11 filming.
She's
10,
like,
11,
and not
12.
just as like a film where like she's on the screen the entire time.
Yeah,
Like
she is
as
the
in
movie.
like she's
And it was like a big production as well because it was across different countries. But they had like the summer camp and like things in LA and like Maine or whatever it is. And then she had to go over to London with your woman. Something I really, actually, that makes me sad about that film is your one, Natasha Richardson. Is that her name? The Parent Trap, who was married to Liam Neeson.
She died on a skiing accident, but it was like something she was going down a really like small slope.
I think she got, there was something and then she was in a coma and they just put her kids say that they watch that film now if they ever miss her because that's exactly how she was. Natasha Richardson. That's exactly how she was, so they'll watch it. I was like, oh.
That was very sad.
Yeah.
But it's quite nice that they have that.
They have
it.
it. They have it.
That's
That's
the
it.
kind of thing. And then when we die, our loved ones will be able to say, if I ever get lonely,
Oh my God, this is
they'll be able to.
crazy.
They'll be able to be like, you know what? I miss the sound of their voices. Let me put on which episode of the podcast will I put on?
There are so many to choose from.
God, they were so hot when they were young.
God, they were gorgeous, weren't they? They were stunning. So then, now she, as a child and in her family, she went through quite a lot. Messy parents, very messy, very dysfunctional, abusive dad. Dad, when Lindsay was 4, dad was arrested for like insider trading on Wall Street for 4 years. So she kind of grew up for a while. Like her dad came home and was like, oh fuck, my child's a big deal. And they were like, all of the kind of financial pressure was on her, obviously.
She's the main breadwinner.
She's big time main breadwinner. And her parents were already like, her mom especially was kind of a failed
Actor.
yeah, like dancer, wanted to be the star, and then saw everything in her daughter and was,
And now we're going to live through our child.
and now we're going to live through our child. Tale as old as
Yeah.
time. So they got, her parents got divorced after her dad allegedly caught his brother-in-law. So the mum's brother was smoking
You're
crack.
in love with your own.
Yeah, so he was smoking crack outside their house during a communion. I was like, just hang on, yeah.
And his 10 siblings
10 siblings.
sadly lost their mum.
So not the dad, the uncle, allegedly. And he saw him smoking crack outside and he punched him and apparently put him into a coma. And then her family was like, it's us or it's your husband. And then they got divorced and then that was that. And that was in like,
Damn.
that was when, that was a little bit later now. That was when Lindsay was 17, 18.
Shit, that's a lot.
But that was kind of when it all started to whatever. But we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
So then she also featured in iconic Disney films. She was, after Parent Trap came out, she was given like a 2 or 3 movie deal because they were like, you're
amazing. Yeah.
And so she featured in Life Size with Tyra Banks. And Get a Clue.
I loved Get a Clue.
She was brilliant.
Her outfits in Get a Clue, iconic.
I
I'm
know.
realizing that's probably who I fashioned myself off of. She iconic.
Stunning.
He has the spy gear. That was one of the films I had on DVD.
Yeah.
And I just, that was such a good one. I love
She
that
was so
film.
good. And then she got a recording contract with Emilio Estefan and his wife, Gloria Estefan. She was signed to a 5-album production deal in 2002. Now, I don't really go too much into the music in
I was
this
about to say, like,
because
I don't remember her having any music.
she did.
Okay.
It was in her movies a lot. So like Freaky Friday, it's her song.
Oh, yeah.
Or like,
yeah.
what's the other one? Is it like, what's the David Bowie song she sings in one of the movies? It won't be Get a Clue. It might be Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen or something. Or one of them. She's singing in it. Like she was doing, and she had a song called Rumors, which was iconic that came out later. Love Rumors. It's my favorite of her songs. She's there to be like,
Stop fucking talking about me. You're all obsessed with me. Stop.
so good. It's so good.
Iconic.
We'll listen to it after.
Okay.
But so then, here's our iconic Hollywood princess. She really was Hollywood's princess for a long time. She hit her big time in around 2003 when Freaky Friday came out, which still remains her most successful role, like commercially. Highest grossing.
Wow,
I would have thought Parent Trap
I would have thought Parent Trap as well.
or Mean Girls.
Mean Girl, yeah, actually, Mean Girls.
Mean Girls would have been my one, but I don't. Yeah, I think Mean Girls has like grown legs, but this was the most commercially
Wow,
successful
okay.
one. Yeah, and she then featured in Mean Girls. I mean, now come on now, absolute icon. That still is probably one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic, like high school movies.
For sure. And
So
I think
good.
it's one of those films that are constantly referenced in every other form of film,
In
media,
everything.
TV show. Like
It's influenced everything.
It's influenced things, the sayings, the things, the
Mhm.
musical. So much has come from it.
Yeah,
Like it's really one of those, and you'll always go back and rewatch it. I think
It's-
star-studded cast.
yeah,
Star-studded cast.
yeah, and very early days.
Very
Miss
early
Tina
days of
Fey
what-
did very well.
Yes, she did.
She did great casting. But yes. And it was fabulous. And this is around the same time as her iconic, and it's one of my favorites, feud with Hilary Duff. This is one of my favorite things because they were like beefing. I wasn't actually super aware of it, like especially at the time we were like, what, 3 or 4? But so quick.
I was like, what, 3 or 4?
We were
So
in.
the feud of Hilary Duff wasn't really on my radar.
It wasn't my
were
radar
we?
at the time.
We were children.
I know, but I think it went on for like a couple of years. So we would have
Okay.
been like 9 or 10 when it was like whatever. But like, as in, yeah, but you know that you know stuff. Like,
For those who are listening
no,
right
I
now,
think
not
it's-
visually, I'm shaking my head.
this
No,
is-
no.
I know, but like, I think most of it, like, you'd remember certain things like when Miley Cyrus and like Selena Gomez had that big feud. Do you guys remember this? Yeah. I know
Because they
you
were both dating the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, so they had this whole big feud and they were like publicly bashing each other and wearing like t-shirts that would say shit and like we're feuding together. And we were like 10 when that was happening.
Kind of maybe remember that.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. It's like you
okay.
have a conscious memory of it. Now 3, 4, obviously not, but that's besides the point.
Okay, so
So quick spark notes.
Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter. Oh my God. Aaron Carter. I do have a visual here. This is Aaron Carter. He was like the teen heartthrob at the time.
Yeah.
I'll go back. He's actually unfortunately passed away since. He like really got into drugs and everything like that. But he was
Oh.
like the total teen heartthrob. And like
Okay.
everybody was like super obsessed with him.
Was he? I don't remember him from any movies, but singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you a song off the top of my head.
Fair.
But he was very like just a little mini Justin Bieber kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That
For
kind of
sure.
a vibe. Yeah. But he didn't like obviously have the longevity of
Mhm.
Bieber, but still. So Aaron was like totally dating Hillary first. And they were like
Okay.
totally dating. And then he like totally cheated on her with Lindsay. And then he left
And
her
did
for
Lindsay definitely totally know that he was dating?
Oh my God,
Hillary
like
Duff?
he totally knew. Like they were so public because they were like so in love and they'd been together
my
like 3 months and it was
God.
everything. And he like so totally cheated on Hillary with Lindsay. And then he went with Lindsay and Hillary was not best pleased. And then she went, oh, I'll have him back, please, thanks. And then
She
it went
took him
right
back?
back. She took him back. She stole him right back. And she went, what's she
Clock
gonna
it.
do? Clock it. So they went through a series of crashing each other's red carpets. That's allegedly what happened. I don't think anyone actually properly knows.
Crashing red carpets.
So it was like so totally Lindsay's big moment in the Freaky Friday premiere. And it was so totally her big day. And she wasn't seeing Aaron at the time. I don't think anyone was seeing Aaron at the time. I don't know what was going on.
Okay.
That's fine. I thought it wasn't recording and I was about to be like, Aisling.
Why is no one ready?
So it was so totally the Freaky Friday premiere. Picture it, 2003. Lindsay's co-star, the one Chad Michael Murray, get to know, was her like co-star. She was like so totally in love with him in that movie and he was like so totally hot because he was like a skater boy.
Did they date while filming that movie?
Well, that's up for debate because as they were going to the movie premiere, she was like, oh, I was meant to come to this with Chad, but I'm actually not coming with anyone now. And like, I want everyone to know that I'm single. And who did he show up with? But one.
No way! And then he showed up with Hillary.
You need to.
Sorry.
He so totally showed up with Hillary because they were filming a Cinderella story at the time and they were on set and he came straight and he went, Hillary, come. And Hillary went, hey, I can do that. So she so totally showed up with him.
I'm gagged. And
then
drama from 2003 and I'm fucking gagged.
Yep. And then what Lindsay did was Lindsay
Because
went,
I believe if I was to watch those two films, Freaky Friday and Cinderella Story, I feel personally, Cinderella Story, I can believe their love. Would be my vote on like who's playing a better on screen relationship.
No, I feel like it was so totally like, because in Freaky Friday, I remember it being like a thing with him and she was like so totally in love with him. And then he was a bit like, and then he was like into the mom.
Into the mom, yeah. That's what I'm like.
Yeah, it was a bit weird maybe.
So that's why I'm thinking, watching it anyway, the Cinderella Story, I'm like, it's so funny because I don't think of those things all being so close in time.
They were all, yeah.
And that like, obviously they all know each other, all in some way kind of like co-workers, I guess, because it's like.
It's also very like high school. I think it must be so weird that there's like popular kids. And like, I think Disney Stars have spoken about that being like, it's literally high school.
Yeah.
And it's like the Jonas Brothers and Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato and Miley Cyrus. Like this was a little bit before that. So it was like Raven Simone, Hilary Duff, like Lindsay, all that lot. I don't know what lads were around the place, but I'm sure there were loads of them. But it's very that. And it's just like a drama.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. Okay,
so drama. So then, but then Lindsay went, not on my fucking watch. And she went, oh, you want to crash my premiere? I can so totally do that. I'll come to the Cheaper by the Dozen premiere for your movie that you're shitty in. And what now? And what are you going to do about it? So she so totally did that. And then, but yeah, I said that I didn't feel like it was as iconic. I think the real iconic one was when Hillary came with Chad Michael Murray to the Freaky Friday one. That was cray. And then we have the visuals here. So here, we see Aaron Carter with Lindsay after he'd so totally been so public with, and I think the public perception as well now, it might not have really happened at this point properly, but Hilary Duff was this like cookie cutter, clean, good girl, little angel, and Lindsay was a little bit more rough around the edges and had a little bit more like edge to her.
Yeah.
And so people were like, oh my God, I can't believe that Lindsay so totally stole her by my hand. But I actually think Miss Hilary Duff was a fucking, she was like, oh, I'll come to that premiere. Yeah, well.
Oh my God.
Well, so that's them and that's
like that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like with Chad Michael Murray and Arm. And then that's Lindsay at the Cheaper by the Dozen. But
Stunning.
then it gets crazier. So the drama grew at the Vanity Fair Young Hollywood cover of 2003 because Lindsay was so totally there first. And then who showed up but Hilary Duff with Aaron Carter in tow after they so totally got back together for this iconic photo shoot. Apparently there was like so much drama on the day. We don't actually know that to be 100% factual,
Okay.
but they've all spoken around it being like that was the most dramatic day ever. Because it's like all the child
So
stars in the
who's,
room.
I'm looking at this image here. So who have we
So
got? We've
it's Amanda Bynes.
Yes.
It's the twins, Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yes, of course.
Olsens. I don't know who that person. I think that's Mandy Moore. Then it's Hilary Duff, Alexis Bledel, who is
Hate her.
Rory.
Yeah, I find her really, really annoying.
Really?
I love Rory. I know. I just watching back Gilmore Girls, I'm like, you're so irritating.
Yeah, Rory's annoying.
And because of that, I look at her and I'm like, man, you're annoying.
No, I love her.
And then you've got
And then I want to say it's JoJo, but I'm not 100% sure.
JoJo.
Jojo! Have you learned nothing?
JoJo, like leave, get out right now. It's the end of you and me. JoJo.
Jojo!
I know those words, but the one beside your one. Sorry.
Yeah, so is that not what I...
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's JoJo.
Jojo!
Never seen that girl before in my life.
I would cry me. You totally have. It's JoJo.
Jojo!
You definitely have it. Anyway.
What are you
Anyway,
saying?
it's fine. And so then it's Raven, Simone, and Lindsay.
Yeah.
So it's all of the young Hollywood girlies at the time. There were also some lads on the different things, but the cover was Vanity Fair was the girlies. So that was like so totally Cubby's day. And then Lindsay hosted SNL. This was all before they even turned 18. Like they were kids. So she so totally hosted SNL. And then Rachel Dratch showed up dressed as Hilary Duff and they made fun of her on SNL. Fucking drama. And then Tina Fey was working on SNL at the time so this was after Mean Girls. They were working at the time, so she kind of had that in.
Yeah.
And she was like, Tina was saying that her and Amy Poehler were like trying to actually figure out what was going on. They were like, what happened? And then Lindsay was explaining to them and they were like, we have no fucking idea what it is. It's just like all backwards and forwards and like just messy. And there was also a little behind the scenes documentary thing where Miss Lindsay Lohan was like being filmed behind the scenes, like maybe recording her album process or whatever it was, like just one of those MTV Insider kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Where Hilary Duff's song was like so totally playing on the cart and her and her friends were like so totally making fun of it. And then one person on the road, a paparazzi, was like, Hilary. And he was like, don't fucking call me that. I'm not fucking Hilary. And it was like very dramatic, very dramatic. And then Hilary Duff came out about this SNL thing. She was like, I don't think it's an honor. I think it's really fucking rude that they did that. I think it's so embarrassing.
Yeah, sorry,
that
it
they
is
made
rude.
fun
That's
of me on
definitely not
the.
an thing.
It's like really fucking embarrassing. And I was like,
because they're also young. I'm thinking
They're
of
kids.
they're kids. I'm thinking of secondary school
hilarious.
and being so bitchy and young and like, if somebody was trying to steal your boyfriend or whatever it is,
the biggest deal ever.
and fuck the guy. The guy could
Aaron
be,
Carter is
that's
just a mere pawn.
Whatever.
Whatever.
He is. He's a pawn in this.
Who is he?
It's the girls against the girls here. The man, you're over there. I don't care about you. You're literally
For whatever reason, it's not your fault. Even though it's him who's cheating on
It's
them
him.
consistently.
Yeah. It's the girls fighting the girls.
It's crazy.
It's wild. I love that. I love that.
So it was gas. Now, see, I think Hillary came out of this being like, I'm so good. Poor me. Poor me.
yeah.
I think she has this act of like the really nice girl down, but I'm like, you brought him to the photo shoot.
There was, I actually saw a TikTok that needs to go on a deep dive, but saw a TikTok that basically talking about, your one, her co-star in the TV show that she did.
like Lizzie McGuire?
Yeah. The
Miranda.
girl, Miranda. Talking about the fact that apparently Hilary Duff's mum was an absolute like stage mom and was a momager. And basically like went in, demanded more money for her for different things, especially with like some of her film deals and everything, and like demanded that she wanted her name on some of the credits in the films and all this kind of stuff. The mother, like her own name as a credit in the film.
Interesting.
Apparently completely like crazy. Everyone said like you knew her mum was on set, like she was a lot, and that she would do things for. So that it was Agent Cody Banks, that film. Him and Hilary Duff were mates, but he was like asking for the film or whatever. And the mum had called up and was like, hey, they're like really good friends, so I think you should probably cast Hilary in that. They're like friends in real life. So you should like, so
Interesting.
there's a lot of like stuff. And then talking about the fact that her show, legally how it's done is that every season there's an increase in their salary now, or the way it works. So the way that they got around doing that is that they had 2 seasons, but they had like 36 episodes in the season. So instead of just doing 4 seasons, so she would have to have gotten a pay increase each time to
Yeah.
extra
Super
long
long ones.
seasons. And they said that apparently Hillary was quite like a drama queen on the show a little bit, and that she fell out really big with her co-star Miranda, and they wrote her out. So at the
Yes,
very
she wasn't in the movie.
the very end of the last 2 seasons, they wrote her out in a way of being like, oh, she's just visiting her family back home.
Yeah.
Like they didn't really address it, but they just kind of wrote her out of the show. And apparently that is because
Crazy.
her and Hillary didn't get on.
That is
They,
so
like,
interesting.
while
It's very like
playing
Zoe 101.
very Zoe 101 or very like Sam and Cat.
Yeah.
Do you know, like I kind of thought of it, like that's what was in my mind thinking about it, that they apparently they didn't get along, and I
think it's so
want to know
interesting.
more, because I want to know, is Hillary this like image
I
of like
feel
this perfect girl, or is it
I think she has this real image as this really good girl because she's never had like a scandal or anything either.
no? You know what
And she could be.
the big thing that I remember
great,
seeing? Do you remember
but-
the photo of her standing in the dress on her body? Nope. That's just little lesbian Christine.
Oh, with her
closeted.
massive ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have.
You
Yeah.
did.
She's body tea.
That's what I was like.
She's stunning. Oh, yeah. Oh no, I thought she was getting like petrol or something, wasn't she?
Was something like that
Yeah.
that I just
Oh my God,
remember,
she's-
because I just remember
yeah.
the body. I remember seeing it and being like,
Jesus, I remember. Yeah, I know what you mean. We all know where we were. Yeah,
maybe this whole women thing.
she's stunning. She is
She is
gorgeous.
stunning.
But it's just that's what it is. It's that whole like good girl thing. I'm a bit
And then
like,
she like went off and had a family and everything like that. I felt like while Lindsay was like mugshot.
it was very. And now, in fairness, I think as well the support system. Even if Hillary's mom was an absolute cunt,
Stage one, completely different to whatever
She's
Lindsay was
protecting
coming
her.
from. Yeah.
so it's kind of different. Anyway,
sure.
we'll move on. I feel like that's fine. So this is now we're into the party girl and felon era. So, she started to lose. Yeah, she kind of started to lose the public, and her party girl image was really going viral around the same time as Mean Girls. So like 2004, 2005 was when these images were coming out. The bottom image to me is one of the most iconic, images of all time.
ever. Yeah.
I didn't want to put in too many because also there's a lot of like very unflattering photos of her, which I think it's that poor girl was
yeah.
fucking hounded day and night, and there was nobody there to protect her. And she
She's
was
so
like,
young.
she was barely even 18.
Yeah.
She couldn't even legally drink. Like, and she was so young. And these men were all like, she was a pawn.
At the time as well, the whole like upskirting was
Yeah.
like huge, and there was all these stuff like, how much would that be worth, an upskirt shot of Lindsay Lohan? Like,
Oh, it's crazy.
that
And then
whole
the
thing.
cars and stuff. Like, there's videos and it's like 100 paparazzi around her at all time. She'll be going to the dentist.
Yeah.
She's not doing anything.
it's-
She's just there. And it's like, what club is she going to? Who's she with? Who's she being seen with? And then it's like Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, like Sophia Richie.
Yep.
Not Sophia, Nicole
Nicole
Richie. And like it's all of them. It was like that era of just
It's
the it
reminding me
girls.
of I only recently watched it, The Bling Ring.
Yes. So that's started going around 2004 to 5. She was also like starting to do second she turned 18, like tits out, like on like magazine covers, that kind of like
Yes.
very
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
sexualized, like that kind of vibe, naked on the cover. She was still in like Herbie Fully Unloaded or Fully Loaded, whatever it is, and Disney were like, cut her, she's gone now. 'Cause
Yeah.
she was our golden girl, and then now all of a sudden she's like naked on the cover of GQ, and
Yeah.
they're like, okay, maybe we're done now. So she was frenemies with Paris and Nicole, and they were the iconic Hollywood party girls of the time. You know yourself, we
Yeah.
all know. They also had feuds. I didn't really get too much into it with the whole Paris Hilton thing. They used to like badmouth each other and stuff, and you had like Nicole and Paris had that like big weird feud thing as well. They had a lot going on. They were girlies,
Yeah.
and they were all over the place. So I didn't really get too much into it, but they were like
The girls were fighting.
the girls were fighting.
Yeah.
The girls were fighting. So she was arrested for the first time in May 2007 for driving under the influence, and then ended up losing a key movie role out of it. So they were about to start shooting this movie, Poor Things. And she,
Can't say I know it.
I can't say I do either.
Yeah.
But this was the film that she was.
But she lost her role for
She
that.
lost it.
And you know
this
what? If she
kinda-
wasn't in it, I probably would know it.
That's what I'm
There you go.
saying. Poor Things was the one of that Emma Stone movie. We all went to watch it. Were you there with Ruth? We went to it. You weren't there. You were then. We went. It's Emma Stone, and she's like a baby. They put a baby brain in her. We were there in
She
Dundrum.
was meant to be.
I don't know if it's the same movie because Poor Things came out in like 2024.
I was supposed to say, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was
So I think it is a different movie.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I
sorry.
couldn't see Lindsay Lohan being in that movie.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
But,
back in the room because I was like,
It's the name of the
Yeah.
movie. I don't know if it's actually the same
Okay.
film though. So that was the first time she was arrested, and then this is kind of where it all started. So from May 2007 on, she kind of really just was like, So she went to rehab, but was arrested 2 weeks after her release, for a DUI, possession of cocaine, and driving with a suspended license. Now for that, she was in a car chase with her. She thought her assistant was driving the car. It was her assistant's mother. And they've released the call, like the tape, and the poor mom is like, she is fucking crazy. We are going to die. Help us. And then I don't know what it was over, but she was chasing down her assistant on the road and she was off her face. And then she got stopped by the police. And
that's terrifying.
yeah, she was sentenced to 1 day in jail and served for 84 minutes due to overcrowding. This is a very common theme, 84 minutes. She keeps serving
She
for
was
like
sentenced
30 seconds
Sorry.
to 1 day. Yeah.
How is anyone sentenced for 1 day? 84 minutes.
84
That is
minutes.
outrageous.
84.
Slap on the wrist. Don't do that again.
Don't be chasing
Stop
down people.
that.
That was an innocent woman. Very that. So then in October 2008, her probation was extended because she kept missing court dates and she kept missing stuff. And then she'd be like, I had no idea. I had literally no idea that I was supposed to do that. Yes, you did. She like was still in her real party girl era, that like she was missing days on set. She was like exhausted and hospitalized for exhaustion. And all the directors and producers were like, okay, so you can go out every night and party. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Like you're not exhausted because you're working too
You were on a
hard.
bender.
You're on a fucking bender. We all saw the photos came out this
Yeah.
morning in fucking People magazine. We all saw them. So like, no. So it was still that like she was missing out on a lot of roles for stuff. And like people were a lot less likely to take her on with things.
Because I suppose your reputation is everything. And if you get a reputation, people don't want to hire you like that.
No, it's like you're unreliable.
Yeah.
So you can't do anything, whatever. Your name's only going to get you so far in terms of that. Now, at the same time, she was the cover of every single magazine in the entire world. So she was like still very relevant. So yeah, her probation got extended a year, and then in May 2010, she was arrested again for missing a progress hearing. For that one, I think she was in Cannes, like doing a film festival, like promoting some film that she'd done. It actually might have been a BBC documentary that she'd done, which I mentioned a bit later. I'll have to check dates wise. But she was sentenced to 90 days, and I think that's the iconic photo. Have you seen the photo of her crying
Yes.
in jail? I think that's that one. She only served 23. And then in September 2010, she failed another drug test and was rearrested and spent 1 day in jail. And she's in and out of rehab the whole time.
1 day.
See, this, I think she sentenced to more. It's like, it was very much, apparently she had this idea of like, I'm Lindsay fucking Lohan, bitch. What do you mean? I can do whatever I want. I'm famous. And I have
Well,
money.
yeah, I mean,
Hello.
you do something like that, you serve 84 minutes.
This is it.
That's going to create a mindset where you're like, I can literally do anything. I'm
Anything I
literally
fucking want to do.
I feel like celebrities as a whole back in this era, before influencers were a thing, before YouTubers were a thing, before anybody else could get famous, I feel like tabloids and everything, they were so high. Do you know?
Yeah.
Like they
The Perez Hilton, the TMZ.
Yeah, it's like they were untouchable. Like there was
Yeah.
just a different level of kind of celebrityism about them. Whereas like now any two idiots can buy microphones on Amazon.
Literally, it's
and
a lot
set
more
up a page.
achievable to be a huge fucking deal. It
So,
is.
like, I feel like it's
And it totally is. It is very different now where like these people were like the creme de la creme.
yeah. They
of
were just it was
importance.
so, and it was who are they? What are they wearing? Where it was so much.
Who are they wearing? Who are they with? What are they eating? What are they drinking? What do they eat? Like, what are they doing? What's their diet?
Yeah.
They've gotten fat. Now they're too skinny.
Yeah. Is this brought up at all? The whole
Not really.
yeah, because I mean that was this very scary time. when
It was
they were
where she
all
was
absolutely
teeny,
fucking
teeny tiny.
tiny.
Now, saying that, there was a couple of photos, and there's one of her and Nicole Richie iconically walking.
I
that
know
was very much photoshopped.
Mm.
They actually weren't as small as they look in it, but they were teeny tiny
were
because
small.
they were on drugs the entire time and not eating.
This is it.
You know, it's just like that's all they were doing. So this is also her Fallon Party Girl era. I didn't want to put in again too many of her being like strung out or like crying in
Yeah.
court because as well at the time she didn't have that support system around
Yeah.
her. Her dad, I think at this point was like in prison again for assaulting someone. Her mum was like, let's go to the club. Let's go. I'm coming with you. Let's go. We're doing this.
Oh,
Go on.
A bit like we're friends. You're not my mother kind of thing.
But it's also like, yeah, no, like, who bought your house? Who bought the house? Me. And I'm 23 and I know fucking everything. So what are you going to do? But I think her mom was like, they were getting her in and out of rehab and trying to help her, but like she just wasn't. She didn't have that proper rock
She didn't have
around
people
her.
who actually loved
cared
her,
about
around
her.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
a lot of in that case when you're in that year, they look at you like you're just a prize pig.
That's all she was. And again, it's just like
And,
getting a
yeah.
picture of her. What's she doing? All of
That's
these
quite
people
sad.
knew everything that she was. They knew her
Yeah.
routine. She had no form of privacy. She also, this was it at the time. Sorry, I'm slightly tracking back, but when she was living with Raven Simone, the Vanity Fair cover, the only person she knew at that shoot was Raven Simone. And they lived together for a while. That's when she moved to LA when she was like 17, 18.
Okay.
Her parents had her move to LA from Long Island. That's where she stayed. But her whole thing was she didn't want to be alone. And Raven Simone apparently wanted a small place so that like not a lot of people could come over and they
Yeah.
could all just decompress. And Lindsay was like, no. People have to be there. Like I have to have people. She needed someone the whole time.
Yeah,
And so then she was in and out of hotels because then she knew there was always someone if she needed it. And it's just sad.
That is
You know,
really
I feel
sad.
so bad. I think she had a really, really tough time.
For
I really
sure.
do. So then in 2011, yes, she stole the necklace. There's the video of her. It's like a $25,000 necklace. She was sentenced to 120 days. Actually, that might be the one where she was crying. 120 days is quite a long time, but served 35. And then in November 2011, another 30 days for not fulfilling her community service. Served less than 5 hours. In 2012, she was arrested for an alleged hit and run that she hit someone. But no charges were pressed. So
Right.
I think it's fine. And then she also allegedly assaulted a woman outside of a New York club that she was arrested for, but she didn't get charged.
Was that for the coat?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Apparently it was like, yeah, she like robbed somebody's coat from an icon, but it was something like, you know, a
Stunning, like fur.
stunning for whatever like designer coat that
Yeah.
was worth a couple grand. Like, and she was like, that's my
That's my purse.
I think she was like papped, like wearing the coat. Because somebody was
I love that.
my coat's missing. Apparently Lindsay Lohan stole my coat.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is though? And as you're saying that, like I didn't get that. I read or listened to as well and read so many sources for this. There are so many picky bits in these couple of years.
Yeah.
That it's like I can't even tell you what code it was. I can't tell you about like the fucking Paris Hilton view. There is so much
many.
information.
So much.
It was every single day she was up to something new. And then she was in like fucking like Key Beach, whatever, doing bumps of coke 20 in and out of the bathroom
And
every
you know
10
she was
minutes.
doing the good coke as well. You know that shit was the good stuff.
She was found, she had it on her multiple times. Like she was arrested for it. She failed drug tests. But it's like,
Sorry, because oh my god, you have the iconic images of her in the bikini on the thing with her
Yes.
fucking ankle monitor.
yes. Icon.
Icon
On probation on the beach. Oh,
with her
love
fucking ankle monitor, and then like that inspired then I think it's Louis Vuitton
The
who
bags.
did the ankle bag.
She's such an icon. She has done so much for like all of the girls coming through as well. And I know it's like, obviously we shouldn't idolize this person. And I don't know if she's actually a good person. But what I do know is that I feel so sorry for her. She was so young. Like 2011, she was 23, 24.
There's a lot going on
For stealing
she
that
looks
necklace.
stunning in the bottom photo
She
you've
does.
used. Love.
That's why I chose it. She also had nail polish on one of the days in court where they were taking photos of her and it said, fuck you. Which I loved. I was like, good
love
woman.
That, love that.
It's that stuff that I'm just like, oh, and it's like, yeah, I know you stole a coat and I know you stole a thing and I know you hit a man with your car and you could have killed someone, but like, I'm just like, come on, be better. Like, come on. And we'll get there.
Okay.
Because she's finally, you know. So anyway, yeah. Series more of arrests. Do you know what? Whatever. She stays in treatment center. She was in and out of fucking rehab the entire time. There was a lot of outpatient facilities that she was in because obviously she was working for some stuff. So it's like, I wasn't really working. Anyway, 2015, judge deemed her probation over.
She's
And then she'd done
finally free
everything, and
after
our
8
girl-
years.
Our girl was finally free after 8 years. She was finally free of it all. She was on probation, in and out of jail for 8 years of her life. Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
By the age of like 27.
Yeah.
She hadn't like experienced anything properly. Oh, poor thing. but also not, because like I know she's probably not a great person.
Because
but,
she also
like,
did those things.
she did do those things, and I know she deserved, and she probably actually, hey, I don't know, deserved more time that she spent. But like, just like, oh, come on. But anyway, so then she had this blacklisting situation going on. There was a lot going on. She was blacklisted. The word that they use is uninsurable.
Mm.
And that's like a death sentence because nobody can trust you. Therefore, no one's hiring you. And if no one's hiring you, then everyone knows no one's hiring you and no one's doing
No one's
anything.
gonna hire you.
And that's that on that. And you're just done. So she was very much blacklisted for a hot second there. In an attempt to get away from the whole Hollywood machine of it all, she created a documentary series about child trafficking in India. This was this here. There's a big crowd of people around here. I've taken a lot of them out because like we don't need to see them really. But there was a big issue with it as well because she entered the country under a tourist visa,
Okay.
but she was working. So India were like, wait a second. Wait a second here now. You're doing something wrong. So she was just doing this kind of like weird
I've never heard about that.
stuff. It was apparently because like the area that she was in, granted, in fairness, like was very like well known for like child sex trafficking.
Yeah.
And this child is the one that she's with in like a load of photos. I haven't actually watched the documentary myself. She's very passionate about this kind of stuff with like kids.
Might watch a trailer of that after.
Yeah, we can do. And she didn't really properly work from 2008, 2015 with all
I
of her
feel like
arrests and personal issues.
I cut you off there, sorry, about like she works with kids. I feel like that's from her own self that she's
Yes.
trying to protect others.
Yeah.
That she had such a like her childhood
It makes
was
me
a certain
think
way that
she never really had a childhood properly, especially with Model at 3. And then her parents were like so unstable.
Yeah.
She was the breadwinner from the age of 10. And then all these series of arrests, she's like a series of addictions. Her dad was in and out of prison the whole time. She didn't have that like anything stable. She was in and out of friendships of people who were doing the same thing. She was also seeing this woman, Samantha, at some
by
point.
Queen.
By Queen.
By Queen.
And it was kind of on the like downward. Do you know that photo of her she's in a car seat and she looks like she's completely strung out. She's in a grey hoodie. I didn't include it in this because it's not a very nice photo. But it's when she was with this one Samantha who was like a DJ and was like super cool.
They're always a DJ.
They're always a fucking DJ. She's very kind of Kristen Stewart-esque.
Oh yeah. Wait, Kristen
kind of
Stewart
vibe.
now gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of a vibe of a look.
Mm-hmm.
But she was with her, and it's that as well. Like that wasn't a very good. They were doing drugs all the time, and they were fighting because the paparazzi would follow them, and they'd be shouting from their houses, and you'd hear it, and there'd be like clothes thrown and strewn on the lawn, and they'd be strung out and all this stuff, and it's just like, oh, Lindsay, she's not even like 30.
Yeah.
She's in her early mid-20s, and it's like, oh, could you imagine if your whole life, if that was, do you know, that's why I just have such a soft spot for her. Doing all of this, it made me so sad, but she's fine now, so it's fine. So she didn't really work properly. She had a couple of like little itty bitty bits where she was in like scary movies. She did a couple features, mini movies where it's like straight to DVD or like on telly. She did this not HBO, maybe it was a Lifetime series of Elizabeth Taylor. And she was playing Elizabeth Taylor, and this was like her whole thing. And she nearly didn't get it because she didn't come to the first reading. And the producer took a big chance on her.
Yeah.
Big chance on her. And she didn't come, and he was like, you're gone. And then she went to his hotel and was like sobbing. I think it's also recorded because I could hear some of it, where she was like, please give me another fucking chance. And then she got it. It was still a bit of a fuck up, and then it flopped. Like she wasn't very good. And it's like, oh,
I need to see that actually. I want to see. Sorry, I need an image of what she looks like in it.
Really look like Elizabeth Taylor. But anyway, she was just kind of going through this weird thing. And then, have you guys seen this? The list. Oh my god, you guys.
Oh my god! No! I think I have seen this.
Yeah.
I need to calm down.
That's unfair. She made those. I need to calm down.
I'm an adult.
I need to calm down. Okay, the list. So in
2014, In Touch magazine leaked a list of the people Lindsay had allegedly slept with. Now, they got this list, apparently, allegedly, we're not 100% sure. I think it was something to do with rehab, that she had like a task to do or something. Someone then got their sticky mitts on this, took a photo of it and shared it with In Touch. All of the photos that have been released have In Touch over it, obviously, because it's like, they're like, it's only ours. 18 names, when it was first revealed, 18 names were blurred. and 18 were revealed, which was like so super scandalous.
Sorry,
They're
so
like
how many people in total were on the list?
36.
36. Okay.
18 were revealed, 18 were blurred out. 12 more names eventually did get revealed, but 6 still remain a mystery to this day. My guess is that they're either royalty or politicians, and that it's like a Prince Harry or like one of those.
Ooh.
But some of the names.
So now my question is, in Touch,
Mhm.
who has the vote to blur? Is it that okay? I'm Prince Harry, and In Touch get it, and they get in touch with.
With
I don't know if they get
the-
in touch, but they get in touch with my publicist, something like that,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, we're about to leak this," and they are, but we won't leak it if you give me 50 quid. And is it like
Yeah.
that, so that
I
people
would say so.
are like, "No, you're going to blackmail me, so we're going to pay you off to not include the name in it."
It could have been anything. I would say it's something like that. That is
Yeah.
in like maybe if 18 of the names were revealed, the other 18 on the list be like, I could very well be on this. Let me get on to my publicist. This cannot fucking come out. We will give you $10 million to ensure that this person's name doesn't get
Because
released.
10 years on and 6 still aren't, like, that's crazy.
It is crazy. They've never like done anything. And that's also completely hearsay. I just feel like it's Prince Harry because it feels right. It feels to me like it would
We're
be.
spot on saying it feels right.
It feels right. It's
that-
alleged. It's completely not true.
But that's era. So, okay, so
the
on
names
the list.
we have Ashton Kutcher. Second one's blurred. Ryan Philippe, don't know. Stavros, Narcos, not sure.
Mhm.
PC, Balmo Rada.
Okay, let's just go,
Anyway,
let's just
so
go through the
Joaquin
ones that we
Phoenix.
do. Let's just go the ones we do know.
Joaquin Phoenix is on there.
As,
Evan- Joaquin Phoenix, yeah.
as in, like, the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. Walk the Line, Johnny Cash. Evan Peters is on that list. Which is
American Horror
crazy.
Story, Evan Peters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? The
Sorry,
Evan
sorry,
Peters.
I'm like Evan Peters. Yeah,
The
yeah,
Evan Peters. Benicio del Toro's on it. Wilmer Valderrama, who I have personal fucking... She dated him when she was also like 17, 18, like he did with fucking Demi Lovato. He is a fucking pedo and he needs to be locked.
Yeah, yeah.
Then who
Zac
else?
Efron!
Zac Efron. Jamie Dornan. Jamie Dornan.
Yes.
Zac Efron. Orlando Bloom. Justin Timberlake. Colin Farrell. Heath Ledger. Max George from The Wanted is a crazy call. Who else?
What?
James Franco. Yeah. Adam Levine. We don't know how they got released. She had a series coming out.
Mhm.
People think it might have come from her side to get publicity.
Series of what? Her weird era.
Her weird era. She
Okay.
had a series with Oprah. Do I have it here? No, I don't. She had a series coming out with Oprah. It was an 8-part series about her coming out of rehab in 2014.
I have a vague
To-
recollection of this.
Yeah, there's a couple of like iconic clips of it.
Mm.
She had a series with Oprah where she was coming out of rehab and she was finally getting back into her like her daily life, and it was going through all of that with Oprah. So it's kind of maybe alleged hypothetically that this list was released because she
promo.
wasn't getting jobs and she was like, "Fuck, I can't do. What do I do?"
Yeah.
So it was seen as like she was doing this series to get back in the good books, and then this just came out conveniently at the same time. So who knows? But then, so she moved to Dubai in 2015 to get away from the Hollywood spotlight, but she was really still all over the place. This is when she went through her weird accent era. She just had a lot going on. In 2018, Miss Lilo went viral for her moves in Mykonos, coining the iconic line, "This is how you party in Mykonos." And it's this. This is how you party in Mykonos.
Yes.
Do you not know?
I
This is her at Mykonos in her random pub.
no, but you know, whatever. Was it you and me? Okay, I just have a vivid memory of being really hungover on the couch.
I want that one.
Vivid.
me. Yes, no, I did. Keep that one in.
The bullying. I have a vivid memory of us hungover on a couch watching her show, and it's her. She had a show about the nightclub that she bought in Greece.
That was this.
Yeah, that she like bought it because she was like, I just remember her in the video, and she's like, oh, I had like Greece is my special place. No, hold on now. It was either like Greece is my special place and I wanted to get, or she had a really horrible time in that place and she wanted to make it better.
I don't know. I'm going to let you in on a secret. It wasn't me
It wasn't you.
that you watched it
Okay.
with. No.
Sorry, you can cut that out. But
no, yeah,
she
no,
had
it
a
is.
show.
It's that.
I know she had a show about her nightclub in Greece.
That's
how,
what
like,
this is from.
Yeah, and how she wanted, because I remember like the show, and it was talking about how like she ran the nightclub and she was like the manager. Like she actually was there. It wasn't just like, you know, when people buy something, they're like, yeah, I own a restaurant. But like, I think for the show's purpose,
For the show's
obviously,
purposes,
she was like
for
there
like a
with
couple
it.
months.
'Cause I think it was somebody like didn't have a towel or something like that, and she was like, get that person a towel. It was a lot. It was like, what are you doing, Lindsay? Why are you? What's this? What is this?
She was all over the place. And there was also an issue in 2019 where she was on an Instagram live, and there was this poor homeless family sitting there with 2 kids, and she was like, let me take them. Let me take them. They shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be on the road. Which is like her whole, she's like, kids shouldn't live on the streets. This isn't right. Let them come with me. They should be in my like room. They can watch TV. They can do whatever they want. Like they need to, whatever. And obviously the family were like, no. And then she started getting a lot more aggressive and was like, you're an awful mother. Like, you're awful that you're doing this. Like, you're letting your children, you should be doing whatever you can so that your children don't have to do this. And it escalated to 10-minute Instagram live. And it kind of escalated with the mum, like, hitting her.
Oh, Lindsay.
And then I know it's Lindsay.
No.
It's that, and it's like she weirdly tried to kidnap some children, and it's like Lindsay, just step away from the. And it's, I think she was calling them Syrian or like Iranian refugees.
Oh, turn the live off, please. Just put down the phone.
Like, Lindsay. And so this was kind of the thing where it's like she was just weird. There was weird shit going on. It was like, Lindsay, like, come on, we're all really hoping,
we're really rooting for you.
We're really rooting for you. But now it's like, oh, girl, we're all worried. Like, you're scary. And she had that weird, like, blonde hair moment. And then she was teeny tiny here as well. Like, she's so, and her dancing. I'll show you the dancing after, but I'm sure you've seen it. It was like so iconic. And everyone was obsessed with it. And she's just like, fucking, it's like, Lindsay, come on. Come on, let's go have a bath and a cold shower and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just sit down now and it's okay.
Sit down.
Just sit down and you're fine.
Just breathe.
But what does a phoenix do, gals? I ask. A phoenix rises. And what did she do? She has since married her gorgeous husband.
What does it mean?
It rises.
Rise like a phoenix.
Very Conchita. And she married her husband in Dubai. They had a beautiful little baby in July 2023, making Dubai her home for her family because she loves Dubai because there aren't all the paparazzi and scary people around the place. Her acting resurrection came from Netflix. Thank you, Mr. Netflix. We owe you our lives. With Falling for Christmas. Trouty Mouth from Glee features and is still a hottie. He is. It's really bad, but it's so good. She's good in it.
They film this kind of movies like they know it's bad. Like they're doing it because it's bad.
I would say so. Personally. Something like that. It's like Sharknado. It's like, you know what this is. We all know what this is. It's good though.
I don't
but
know
we
if you
know
can
what
put
this is.
Sharknado in that.
But it's in like, we know what this is. That's something that I remember sitting on a couch hungover watching.
We watched, it wasn't Sharknado, it was
like
Shark.
Cyborg versus Sharkatron. Croctopus. It was.
But like the 7th
But
one.
then also like, there are so many of those kinds of movies. We went on a deep dive after.
We were sitting on a couch
You're like,
in Ciara's house, too hungover to move.
oh yeah.
Like too hungover to fucking move. So we, to the extent that we couldn't get up to change the channel. And we sat there.
We sat and watched the whole thing. It was awful. So good.
So good. Like
was like
boom mic
Cyborg.
in the shot. Like just absolutely.
Wavering and like the like actress asking for his line and repeating it, and I just didn't cut it out of the
Like
movie.
just
So good.
horrendous. It was like
It's very like
shark. There was a robot
there was a robot and
and
there
an
was
alligator.
yeah, and they were all versus each other to defeat like the big bad.
Yeah,
Shockingly bad. It was
shockingly
so good.
bad film.
Really good.
So yeah.
So I think it's that kind of a vibe of we know what this is.
Yeah.
Falling for Christmas, so iconic. 2022, she was filming An Irish Wish, which was released in 2024.
Shocking.
No, I haven't watched it now, but I just love her. Like, look how gorgeous she is. That's her this year. She looks so good.
She looks phenomenal.
Stunning.
I simply, she looks phenomenal. The work she has had done, tasteful, not overdone.
No.
The lips aren't crazy.
Beautiful.
The face
'Cause
looks
she looked
amazing.
crazy for a while.
She did. But I also think that was again of the era of like pump the lip filler in,
Cheeks,
ladies.
chin.
Dung, 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 dung.
BBL.
It was, there's so much in the lip. You just like the lips look duck lips and everything. Whereas like
She did look like that
looks
for a while.
Beautiful.
Stunning.
Hair color. Stunning.
Gorgeous. Like kind of almost like a strawberry coppery blonde.
Yeah, is that the necklace she stole?
Beautiful. She looks stunning. She's featured recently then in Freakier Friday as well, reviving one of her most iconic characters.
Yes.
I
Have
haven't
you
got
seen
to
it?
see it. No.
No, I haven't seen it.
I
either.
also, that's because I don't like Jamie Lee Curtis.
You don't like Jamie Lee Curtis?
I hate
Oh wait, am I
super
not?
Zionist. Crazy super Zionist. That's, I can't watch
Can
anything
they
she's in
all
anymore.
just fucking be normal.
Literally. And then we're done.
Fin.
And that's Miss Lindsay Lohan. Now there's, obviously it's
It's up and down. There's
ups and
probably also
downs.
3 billion other bits about her.
I
that
was
we
going
could
to
just
say,
go into.
just to, I'm sure there's a million other things we could have spoken about.
Yeah,
Maybe we
for
can
sure.
deep dive it another time. We only have an hour. And she has
You guys
done
only have an hour of
so
your day to
much.
listen to
You
this.
only have
So it's like,
this. I'm sure you'd love more. We can maybe think about revisiting certain different parts of her past
absolutely.
in the future. But for now, that is it. I'm just personally delighted about what an upturn she had after doing this. I now have I never really had a real kind of grow for her, but like after this, I'm like, you look at you.
Well done.
Well
you know what, Lindsay?
Done. Because you
well.
didn't have it all in your favor for a long time, and you've really now, and she deserves this comeback, I think.
For sure. I'd love to see her
I hope
in
she
a
hasn't done
real
anything
film.
evil. I'd love to see her in it. Well, I think Freakier Friday is the one that's like getting her that step
Yeah,
in.
exactly. I think that if she comes back into acting and she starts
Because she's like sober now and she's not like,
sober, she's good. If she's in a real film that I like would like to see her in something. I don't know what kind of character she would play. Like I can't picture what she'd be. Like I'm not picturing her in The Odyssey. I'm not picturing her in
no,
something like
she's
that.
not in like Dune.
No,
but-
no.
She's not in Dune, but she could be like a mum in like some form of show. Like I could see her in a Euphoria-esque as a mum.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
something-
True.
Something like that, like a series where she's the mum.
So, thank you all for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed.
really appreciate
I hope
it.
you went on a journey with us. I think my takeaway from this is the list. I think that's something that's going to be playing in my head for another little while. 'Cause the list
list.
is crazy.
My
I think.
takeaway is how fucking stunning she is at the moment. Like I'm just like
Yeah,
those glasses.
The
Oh,
look, the whole thing. She's
everything.
amazing.
Sorry, Ash. Should be there, and it'll be glowing.
And she'll be maybe some sparkles around her.
You're going.
Yeah.
Be like love. Maybe raising.
Rise like a phoenix. That will play.
Yes. Like a phoenix. Yes. That. And yeah.
Oh my god, can you get her to physically rise? You get that? Rise like a phoenix.
I dropped the computer. Okay. Thanks for listening,
Okay,
everyone.
over and out. See you at the next one. Bye.
Love you guys.